Good afternoon, sir.
I am Zoren N. Fernandez.
I am Evelyn G. Arbes.
I am Cindy Sara Luminario. Our topic is all about rhythmic gymnastics.
Introduction. When you think of gymnastics, you may picture women doing stunt on balance beams or men performing extraordinary feats on steel rings, but did you know that these routines only represent one of the 7 types of gymnastics? Before we tackle the difference between rhythmic and aerobic gymnastics,
A competitive sport in which individuals perform optional and prescribed acrobatic feats mostly on special apparatus in order to demonstrate strength, balance, and body control. The sport is a complex combination that involves physical strength, flexibility, power, agility, coordination, grace, balance, control. Out of all different disciplines, competitive artistic gymnastic is the most well known, but the other forms of gymnastic, including rhythmic gymnastic and aerobic gymnastic, has also gained widespread popularity.
Rhythmic gymnastics. Rhythmic gymnastics, also called modern gymnastics or modern rhythmic gymnastics, is the performance of various gymnastics moves and dance exercises to music with or without various gymnastics apparatus. Only women compete in the sports, which combines elements of ballet and gymnastics and the performance of 5 separate routines with the use of one of the 5 apparatuses: ball, ribbon, hoop, clubs, and rope.
purpose. Rhythmic gymnastics is the perfect sport to build body awareness and coordination skills that will assist in the development of athletic potential for any sport. Develop posture and confident body movement for sport and for life. Enhance coordination and agility, body awareness and balance. Enhances creativity and builds self-confidence. Increases flexibility and strength. Develops healthy minds and positive attitude. This sport is ideal for developing flexibility, strength, as well as body coordination. It stems from various dance styles and exercise regimes that share the common idea of expressive movement as a tool of exercise.
Mechanics. Rhythmic gymnastics compete on a floor area of 13 square meters. Musical accompaniment, harmony between the gymnast, the apparatus, and the music will require difficulties, mastery, and dance components are necessary to achieve a balanced composition. The apparatus must be used in both hands, thrown into the air, be kept in a constant motion. Individuals program. During the individuals program, an athlete will be manipulate only one of these 5 apparatuses at time: rope, hoop, ball, clubs, and ribbon. One of the apparatus is rotated out of contention every 2 years. We have the gymnastic required to compete on the remaining 4 events.
Group program. The group program consists of 5 gymnasts competing in 2 different routines. In one routine, all of the athletes use the same apparatus. In the second routine, the gymnasts use 2 different pieces of equipment. Music and choreography. All routines must be performed with music, with only short pauses of music allowed. The choreography must center around a theme that is developed from beginning to end using a variety of body movements and the handling of apparatuses.
Apparatuses. Rope. Rope is made of synthetic material which retains the qualities of lightness and suppleness. The length of the rope is depending on the height of the gymnast. Fundamental requirements include leaps over the rope and skipping. Other elements include swings, throws, circles, rotation, and figures of 8. Ball. Ball is made of rubber or synthetic material and is 18 to 20 cm in diameter. Junior balls are available for the younger gymnast. It is should rest in the gymnast's hand and not rest against the wrist or be able to grasp. Fundamental elements include throwing, bouncing, or rolling. The gymnast must use both hands and work on the whole floor area, showing continuous flowing movement. The hoop may be a natural color of be partially or fully covered by one or several colors, and it may be covered with adhesive tape, either of the same or different color as the hoop.
Ribbon is stitched down both sides at the top of a very thin reinforcement or rows of the machine stitching for a maximum length of 5 cm and authorized. This extremity may end a strap or have an eyelet, a small hole edge with bottom hole stitch or metal circle to permit attaching the ribbon. Clubs are made of rubber or plastic. Different length clubs are available depending on the size of the gymnast. Fundamental elements include mills and small circles, asymmetric movements, throwing or catching. The clubs must be used in both hands in one hand, thus where the emphasis is one style. Technique and execution of dance skills. Freehand is most often seen in lower levels. Aerobic gymnastic. Aerobic gymnastic, also known as support aerobic, involves the performance of the routines by individuals, pairs, trios, or groups of up to 6 people. These routines typically emphasize strength, flexibility, and aerobic fitness rather than acrobatic or balance skills. Routines typically lasting 60 to 90 seconds are performed on floor without use of other apparatus. Events. There are 6 different events categories in aerobic gymnastic that is a participant wants to complete can select a category that suits them, and the categories are as follows: 1. Individual women, individual men; 2. Mixed pairs; 3. Trios, any combination of males and females; 4. Group of fives, any combination of males and females; 5. Aerobic dance; 8. Any combination; 6. Aerobic step; 8. Any combination. Equipment: aerobic gymnastic shoes, gymnastic wear flexibility, and cushion shoes that offer support and sacs absorption. Aerobic gymnastic clothing: women wear a one-piece leotard and skin-colored tights, and men wear one or two-piece stretchy costume. Techniques: an aerobic gymnastic routine is a creativity combination of basic step and elements and interpiece a piece of fast-paced, upbeat music through movement. 7 basic steps. 1. March. Leg bends in front of the body with hip and knee flexion. Ankle shoulders movement. 2. Ball heel and V-step, grapevine, step touch, heel dig. 2. Jog. Lower leg is lifted maximally backwards to the gluteus, neutral hip or slight hip flexion or tension. Knee flexion, circular backward. 3. Skip. Skip starts a jog with a hip extension, knee flexion, and heel backwards to the gluteus of set off a low kick with hip flexion of 30 to 45 degrees and full knee extension to 0 degree.
Lunge. Legs or feet start together or shoulder width apart, no outward rotation at hip. One leg is extended backwards in the sagittal plane.
Back, a hop out and in with legs bending. Natural outwards rotation in hip joint. Landing is with feet further than shoulder width apart. Knees and feet point outward.
Knee lift. Working legs show us a high degree of flexion in hip and knee, minimum of 90 degrees flexion in both joints. Cross, front, side. Kick, straight leg, high kick, minimum amplitude, heel as shoulder height, approximate 145 degrees. Only movement is a hip flexion, leg is straight, knee joint is showing no movement. Ankle is a plantar flex throughout movements. Standing legs stay straight, maximum knee hip flexion approximately 10 degrees. Upper body stay erect with neutral spine, natural alignment. Amplitude from neutral position to 150 to 180-degree hip flexion is working leg. Knee shows full extension throughout. Charleston dance was a highly popular in the 90s, 20s, and the frequency revived, characterized by its toes in, heels out, twisting steps. It was performed as solo, with a partner, or in a group.
Mambo. The mambo dance that resembles form consists mostly of forward and backward movements. The basis of the dance is done with rock steps, side steps, and occasionally has points, kicks, and flicks of the feet. Performance area. The performance area is 7 by 7 meters prong wooden floor area and slightly larger 10 by 10 meter area for mixed pairs, trios, and the groups.
Competition. Athletes perform 1 minute 30 seconds with a tolerance of 5 seconds for all competition. They perform choreography to an energetic music that they have chosen. In this, the athletes perform 12 elements with proper synchronized start and the end of choreography and music. The athletes need to make sure that they cover the entire performance area by moving rhythmically.
Scoring. Gymnasts are scored based on the difficulty of the moves, artistic merit, and the execution. The total of all the three scores determine the winner of the event.